Yeah, so just out of curiosity, what kind of things have school been up for you, Liv?
Oh, I've actually played this map. Hey.
Yeah, good old this map.
Yeah. But anyways, welcome guys. I started my recording way later than you did, so
Yeah,
I was not prepared, but that does not matter. It works out. So anything you said in the very first minute there, until you took a break speaking, is like when you stopped to take a breath for a few seconds, that's when I started.
oh,
So,
okay.
welcome. I'm here with
Yep.
this person here. Hello. The
Welcome to
Shazone. Shazone. Very
Yeah,
interesting
Shazone.
name. Where are people coming from? Hello.
Yep,
Get outta
Shazone's
here.
actually a interesting name. I get it as it's pretty much my main fantasy character is named that.
I see. No.
Which is funny
no,
since
no, no.
he hasn't actually been in any of the books yet, even though he's the main.
Well, time to add him.
Yeah, definitely that.
Time to click +1. Okay, never mind.
+1 him on Google Hangouts.
Sure. I had something lined up, but then when I was gonna say it, I thought about it right before I said it. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So I retracted my statement and then left awkward silence in its place.
Yep. So besides a regular Let's Play, you got two YouTubers that love to point out pretty much YouTube physics.
YouTube is a place where you upload videos.
Yep.
Did you guys know that? New fact unveiled. New something. A 100% YouTube tips to make you to go to 1 million subs in an hour. Yep. There you go.
Videos are uploaded on YouTube. That is how you get to 1 million subs. I don't know. It's kind of funny, like all the kids that like expect to really get high on the rankings instantly, and I think we probably started out a couple years ago that gung ho, but like now that it's been like 2 years, I imagine most of those people probably would have quit by now. But I hit 80 yesterday.
Nice. I was watching for that. I'm like, he's close to 80. Oh, hi. There's a zombie here. Interrupted that. Anyways, yeah, I saw that. Very, very exciting moments. Because once you hit your first 100, it can either be a lot easier to grow, or it can just be the same exact struggle as it was before. Most of the time, it's easier to kind of grow, but depending on what type of content you are and all that, it can be easier or harder depending on all of that stuff. The great stuff that we call YouTube.
Imagine by this point in the game, it's pretty much word of mouth getting out there, since Cheesem Crow has the content come a ways.
Oh, I found a zombie.
I found him too. It must be like Easter or something.
Yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
Don't need those eggs. Just need to find those zombies.
Yep.
Why search for eggs when you can search for zombies? It's like the post-apocalyptic version of Easter.
Yeah.
Don't search for those eggs. Search for those zombies. There's a grenade somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine.
I saw it on my notify me in the game, and I'm like, I might want to move. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. I think they took out them friendly fire though.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
Yeah, the only thing is you still gotta watch out for your own.
I like how we went from serious YouTube tips to just write out, whatever randomness.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up us in a nutshell.
Yes.
Flip the switch.
Now back to serious YouTube tips. Okay, guys. So, I don't know what to say.
Yay! Serious YouTube tips. I opened up the mystery box and such.
You kind of covered what I had about the stuff where it's like, pretty much like no matter if you're like young or old, most people, you know, like you said,
Yay, Dad.
expect to get big. That's the reality. It's like, you know, if you're actually trying on YouTube and you are thinking you could, like, you want to kind of get big, then it's like, when do the zombies end? Okay,
probably the part that interests me most about them is like the people. I don't know how, like, it must be like the combination of like thumbnails and the giveaways and
they caught me on the wall.
Success.
Yeah. Just it's kind of almost not necessarily disappointing, but kind of like a saddening fact when you start out, like, after you've started out YouTube and you've been on it for a while and you're actually trying to like seriously grow, and then you realize after the first like 2 months you realize that it's not just, oh, I started a YouTube channel, then I'm at 1 million subs in a month. It's like, oh, this takes some serious effort and time.
Yep, it's plenty fun. I mean, you definitely grow into it, and you definitely work for the thing. But kind of interests me, like, you see a lot of these kids that pop up, and you subscribe to them. They're new 5 subs, and you want to help them along on the way. And then you check back like a month later, and they're already at like 1,000, 1,500 subs. And they're like, oh, doing so great. And then like 2 months later, they're just like, and I'm done because I didn't get successful. And it's just like, really?
Yeah, that's what annoys me, is when people like I don't know if they've quit at this point. I haven't really checked back on their channel, but I did have a friend who kind of did that. Like, basically I was bigger than them, and then they like surpassed me, and then like a couple months later they're like, yeah, I'm quitting YouTube, I'm not like getting anywhere. And it just kind of like blows my mind to think like, oh, I've been sitting at kind of the same general area for so long, but then someone gets up to a certain point, they're like, they don't grow for a month, and they're like, yep, I'm done, not getting anywhere, YouTube sucks, it doesn't work, YouTube's a lie, and then they give up, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up, seeing a lot of that, or it's kind of funny, like, probably the other funny one is like the people that, like, immediately like use sub counts to judge how good a channel is.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, also, like, you say that, like, I thought about that too at first, like, sub count was everything, but like once you get past the realization that sub count isn't everything, and that doesn't do anything, just to have 1 million subscribers and no views, that doesn't do anything. Because then, once you realize that, you can look at channels, you can see, like, channels who have maybe 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers or something, and they get, like, maybe 15 views a video, and it's like, yeah, you know they did something that wasn't, legit completely.
Yeah. Probably the other things is, like, like, the, bunch of, like, clickbaity channels, and they're just like, oh, that must mean that these guys are the best, and it's like, nah, like, I don't mind the big boys, and the big boys can be, good, like, you know what I mean by, like, the big boys, like, PewDiePie and all of them, but, the thing I find is that there is most certainly better channels around that get no attention whatsoever.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is that's what I like. Okay. Oh, no.
Well, you've proven yourself better than me.
That's what I like about people like Jacksepticeye, who are just like brutally honest about like YouTube and all that. Like, he just kind of says like, I know I'm not the best person out here. There are people that are plenty like 10 times better than me, but have like no subs, no views, nobody pays attention to them. And it's kind of very disappointing to hear the fact that it's like, the fact that there's probably way better people out there than the people you even watch. But then it's like, Yeah. Okay, then, it's like, man, like, they aren't anywhere. And to think you could be one of those people that could end up being, I'm not saying to, like, be, like, egotistical, but, like, you could end up being kind of one of those general people who are one of the really good people, but you're just completely unnoticed. And it's just kind of saddening to think, like, you could be the best YouTuber in the world, but you would not get noticed. It's just kind of, like, in the respect that, like, not the most subs or most views, just in the respect that you're good with your videos. Like, your videos are really entertaining or something. It's just very disappointing to kind of think about.
Probably the other thing is, like, I'm not certain if it's like a lot of the big boys on the block. I know it's at least a couple of the big boys on the block. Like, you can tell in their videos they don't really put like a lot of effort in. Like the ones that you realize, like, all the editing is literally hired out and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, once again, not to add on to, like, the same thing, but that's why I kind of like people like Jacksepticeye more, and, like, rather than people like PewDiePie. PewDiePie doesn't really play games anymore, but, like, for the aspect, like, when he did play games, he just would, like, he started having, like, not a lot of fun with it and couldn't really, like, find jokes to say, so he just started, like, putting a lot more editing into it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, that just kind of ruins it when you completely over-edit the thing. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, a lot of it actually goes into the philosophy, which I did in my newest inspirations episode, but it was because this one thought I had in my mind for the past couple days, and, you know, it kind of makes sense. Like, would you say a lot of people, like, strive to be the greatest and the best, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's better? Which one's better? People that strive to be the best, or people that see where they have faults, so they just strive to be better than themselves and don't care about being the best or the greatest?
I say definitely the fact that it's like looking at your faults and fixing them and trying to be the best yourself you can be, rather than, you know, being the best around. Because that's a big thing. Like, you know, obviously neither of us are, like, huge YouTubers that could say really anything that was like, oh yeah, this is what you do to get big on YouTube, because nobody knows that. I mean, sure, like, stuff like clickbait can help, but it's, like, not 100% like, yeah, that's, like, how you get big, is clickbait or whatever, you know. It's I don't know. I've like literally lost my train of thought in the middle of the sentence.
Yeah, sub count kind of lost pretty much most meaning to me after a while. Like, the things that I've cared about more about YouTube is not like the sub count I keep track of as like a hey, look at this, but now I measure success on, like, meeting people like you and Liam, and, you know, good subscribers. Like, Gaming XP's been a real trooper of a subscriber. Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's kind of same with me. Is I kind of rank it on, like, kind of like almost like crap of, like, with a little bit of views, and, like, the fact with, like, big oh my gosh, my game is lagging hard right now.
Oh, interesting. The dogs actually killed me.
But yeah, usually I kind of measured mine on, like, kind of like views and see, like, how many views am I getting, but, like, not mostly on views, kind of if I'm having, like, a regular kind of, like, consistently flow of people who are consistently watching my content. It's kind of more of what I look for.
Yeah, definitely that is the absolute best thing to have. Is like, it's great when you got people that are coming back, and, you know, they just come back, and I can't help but, like, like, just, like, thank you guys for, like, those kind of people. Like, especially, like, both of us in the highlights, that's probably part of the thing, is, it's interesting because we both know that we watch each other all the way through on the highlights, and it's interesting to see like what someone else thinks about your work.
Yeah, sometimes like crap, that's the wrong button. That's not the walk button. Sometimes like when you're like watching back the highlights, personally for me, it's kind of sometimes like not like, okay, well, this is kind of make it sound over dramatic, kind of like, okay, I'm gonna lessen the dramatic. It kind of makes you sometimes like, if you edit something and you think, oh, this is gonna be really funny and this is gonna be like, they're gonna put this in, they're gonna love this, and then you watch it back and it's not in and you're like, what, like huh, like I thought that was really funny, but then you realize not everybody has the same sense of humor, and it's like, you could find it the most hilarious thing, but everybody else thinks it's really stupid. And it's like, wow, like looking at like what kind of stuff, like some stuff you're like, yeah, I could see why they put that in there, like, you know, but other stuff it's like, wow, I'm kind of surprised like how my opinion varies to theirs or to other people's on, you know.
Oh, alrighty then. That grenade went flying.
Cause that's why I always advertise the fact that, like, you know, this is basically like, to people who are watching, I always advertise it, at least on my channel, that it's a series where basically you can see it from someone who would basically like, it's not like, none of it is about like, oh, we're friends, so it's like, oh, you're gonna be biased towards like me for like what you put in, because like, I don't tell you what to put in, you just download the videos and like edit it, so it's like, you can kind of see like almost what you might find funny. Like, obviously it's gonna be different for people, but like you can kind of see what might be more interesting to you in the videos compared to, you know, what I think.
The other sweet thing about it is like there's the people that we definitely know this with our high school life and final and all that, but like the people that don't have like the time of day to watch our videos all the way through sometimes, and highlights are nice to, you know, just like on the weekend, that's just like, oh, okay, so that's what I missed, and I like this one, maybe I'll watch this video instead of, oh geez, I don't have time to watch this guy's week, so I'm just not gonna even, you know, look over the other way.
Yeah, that's why I try and make mine, like, at the most, is occasional 20-minute videos, but try and make mine, like, short, so then, like, that fact, like, people don't go, like, oh, well, I'm sorry, but I'm cutting you out for my my favorite YouTubers, like, you know, I like your content, but I'm cutting you out, like, this video because, you know, it's 20 minutes and I only have time to watch, you know, a few videos, and I'm gonna choose my like, the people I like more over you, so it's like, you know, try and make it shorter, so then it's like, okay, well then even, you know, they can go like, okay, well this is only 10 minutes, or this is 5 minutes, you know, I can fit that in.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, like, sometimes a recording session just goes on for too long, but when that, oh lord, okay, ow, I got hit by my own grenade. Don't worry, Fire Sport's gonna be coming in just a second.
Yeah, personally for me, like, videos like this where we're just kind of talking and it's like more of like serious, kind of like almost YouTube tips, it's like I have no idea like what to like edit it down. Like if it's like a half an hour, I literally have no idea how to edit it down. Like I don't know what to edit out, because some of it I find is like crucial stuff and I'm like, well, I could edit this out, but I think it's very important, like something, even though we're not huge, they could use, so it's like, oh, what do I do?
Probably the thing that sometimes I do is, I honestly don't care about, like, if I'm one video's a week, like hits 30, because I'm sometimes it's like, okay, this one hits 30, let's try and get this closer to, you know, 6 rather than 10, and little stuff like that.
Yeah, that's usually what I go for as well. But it's just kind of the fact is thinking, like, I sit, like, through half an hour worth of content, and I'm constantly, personally for me, I'm constantly thinking when I'm making the videos, how can I make this, like, what can I do in this moment to, like, either do editing or just make it more interesting just by talking, or what can I say, so I don't like just sit here in silence and it's like, hey, how are you today?
Yeah, so what kind of classes you taking in school and finishing up?
Wrong button. Nope. I was thinking, hey, maybe I had time for that, but...
Perfect, I think that'll probably, be the time to end,
Yep. I was hoping I just had that couple extra seconds to do that, but, you know, because I clicked the wrong button and it made me move and canceled the reviving.
Perfect timing. Sometimes you just gotta end,
Yes, very true. Very true. This went on much more longly than I expected.
Yeah.
And don't correct me on my grammar, that was on purpose.
It's fun. Sometimes it's nice to have a chill night, late night particularly, with someone. Serious talks are nice, and it's kind of interesting. Like two people, and they have like intellectual talks, and really think deep. I mean, we obviously didn't think, like a deep, like some kind of 1970s movie around a campfire deep, but...
What? What is... I can just what the heck? I can feel like something vibrating under my...
Interesting.
What the heck?
Yeah, that sounds
That was weird. There's something just like vibrating under my desk. I don't know what it is.
Huh, that's probably the most interesting way to end a video. Anyhow, I'm gonna cut this here. Thank you guys for watching. If you're y'all's be new around here, please subscribe. If you haven't checked out Wither Nation by this point, please do that. Just give them a look over. If you like him, please definitely subscribe to Wither. And any comments for you?
Yeah, once again, how you said subscribe to me, go check out For My View. Go be sure to check out Epic Productions, Chickenman's channel. It's an interesting place. You can maybe find some interesting games that I don't do that he does. You can find very watchable videos. I don't know how else to phrase what I'm trying to say. I always make the sentence awkward.
Variants, definitely variants in the games, motivational content.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then awkward silence.
just completely awkwardly ruins it at the end.
Yep. Anywho, before we have another awkward silence, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and see y'all chicken lovers. This is Chickenman out.
Bye.